Meantime, folks in South Carolina headed to the polls in just about 90 minutes as early voting begins in the special election for the Senate seat left open by the sudden death of Lindsey Graham.
Now, this comes as a last-minute ruling solidifies the names that you will see on that ballot. WCNC Charlotte's Richard Devane is live this morning in Rock Hill at one of those early voting sites with what South Carolina voters need to know. Richard.
Yeah, good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Ben. Good Wednesday morning, folks watching us on the Plus. The person you're talking about whose last-minute ad was Danny Ford II. He's added to the ballot after a judge ruled that that was okay for him to be on the ballot. And I can tell you, we're here at one of those locations. This is a Holiday Inn right here in Rock Hill. They just put out, his worker just put out a sign so that folks will know when they drive by, this is the place that they can come vote, early voting, one of two spots here in York County. It'll be held in a meeting room here in this Holiday Inn. Now, this is all for the race to fill South Carolina's open U.S. Senate seat as we move into the next phase. Early voting starts today at 8:30 for the special Republican primary to choose the party's nominee to replace the late Senator Lindsey Graham, this on the November ballot. Now, starting today, voters can cast a ballot through Friday and at any voting center in their county between 8:30 a.m. and 5 p.m. Voters must have a valid photo ID, and only voters who cast a Republican ballot in June or who didn't vote in either party's primary are eligible to take part.
Just that the conservative values in South Carolina keep going. South Carolina is a conservative state and conservative values, and I think Trump aligns with that. Yeah. So his endorsements are important to us.
And we do know that Trump has endorsed Darlene Graham, Lindsey Graham's sister, who is actually filling out the remainder of his unexpired term. Of course, the early voting is again today until Friday, and that election, that special primary election, will take place on the 11th, next Tuesday. We're right here in Rock Hill. This is Richard Devane. We'll send it back to you.